I was recently reminded of this poem written by Jacob Andrews and Nathan Yaffe, and I link to a video explaining where this comes from. And honestly, you should probably click on that link because that video is much funnier than this one. I will be analyzing the poem, not because I know how to analyze the poem, but because um, well, if I am doing it, then surely there must be some reason. So that will be the reason. Yes. So this is the poem. Lorem ipsum dolor sit, Lorem ipsum solor shit. Dogus dippus delta dump, Crangus crungus Forrest Gump. And for some reason it just sticks with me, and there's so much I would like to talk about. So let's look at it. Lorem ipsum dolor sit, for those who don't know, is is like this maybe. I don't know. I don't care. Lorem ipsum dolor sit is the beginning of a very famous Latin text, which is used as like a default fill text in certain situations. I know it from LaTeX, LaTeX, um, the text editing software that insists on spelling its logo like oh, hang on. They insist on writing it like L and then an A and then like the T is I don't know, it's like something like this, I don't know. But considering it looks like this and they insist on it, I believe that the correct way to pronounce it would be something like how the famous sponge would pronounce it. What does it look like? It's like, well, he's quite square. Let's see, this goes down, and then of course he has depth. He has a lot of depth to him. Yes, this one, something like this. Um, that was anyways, that latex. It's not relevant. Lorem ipsum dolor sit. Of course, it's you'll see that exactly this sentence is very fitting for the theme of the whole poem, because lorem ipsum dolor sit. You don't care about what it means, but it is Latin, so when you look at it, you have to agree that it has to be important, it has to be uh, smart, because it is Latin, of course. But most people who know what it is know that no, lorem ipsum dolor sit is just what you write when you don't know what to write and you don't want to invent anything. And you'll see that this theme fits very nicely in with other things in this poem. The second line is Lorem ipsum solo shit, which is obviously just like these. Lorem sounds like the common name in English-speaking countries. Lauren. Ipsum sounds like Epsom, which I've never heard about before. Dolor sounds like solo, kind of. Shit very much sounds like shit. And let's check. Epsom is not a word, but it does sound like one, so I will accept it as an English word. We have basically just replaced them with similarly sounding English words, um, which is very fitting because, no one cares about what lorem dolor sit means anyway, so you might as well just say lorem ipsum solo shit, and it never makes any difference. Yes, and then we will see that in this poem there's like a general progression from one end to the other. We're starting with Latin and then ending up with something, some nonsense. And we will do that in different ways. This time by going into English, but in a nonsensical way. But it still sounds like the Latin text. But then we get to the third line. Yes, that's a thing I wanted to say. Like the first and second line, they fits very well together. They have much to do with each other. And then the third and fourth, they also have much to do with each other. So you can divide the poem like this. Dogus dipus deltoid dump, and I have to specify it's not Dogus, as I initially thought, it's Dogus. Oh, is this? What? Yeah. Dogus dipus deltoid dump. Of course, Dogus dipus, it's obviously not Latin, but at the same time, it's obviously an attempt to write something that sounds like Latin, with these us endings. Yes, and deltoid. Yeah, because I've checked Dogus. It's not a word. Maybe it is in Latin. I don't have Latin Merriam-Webster, I only have English. Yeah. And then Dippus, similarly, is nothing. Dipus, I have looked at, and I don't know what it means. I think it's medical. I'm not sure. Deltoid does have a meaning. It's having a triangular shape. So that works, right? You could have a deltoid dump, a triangularly shaped dump. That's perfectly fine. Uh, and you're perfectly valid if that is the case. But of course we are moving a bit away from the Latin. We're already far removed, but I mean, deltoid is actually Latin. I haven't checked, but surely it has to be. And then dump just breaks it. So while Dogus and Dippus have some Latin flavor to it, deltoid and dump are on opposite spectrum sides of the Latin nonsense spectrum. I guess it's not nonsense. English isn't nonsense. We continue with the fourth line. We have Dogus, Trungus. These are obviously in the similar vein that they try to. They're obviously not Latin, but they are obviously trying to sound a bit like Latin. But then it completely breaks with Forrest Gump. I don't. I mean, I feel like Forrest Gump is the perfect conclusion to this progression from from Latin and into nonsense, because it is in no way Latin. It does no way in no way sound like Latin, but it fits in other ways. So it fits into the poem, but it's like the perfect end to this progression, because it just breaks. It's not an attempt at anything Latin. I guess it is English, so it is from a Latin language, but you know what I mean. Uh, yes. What's the next thing? Maybe we should do rhymes? Let's do rhymes. Rhyming. We have Doro sit and then solo shit. You could think about all of these as like almost rhymes. This whole first and second line is almost slant rhyme, all of it. Maybe. I don't really know what a slant rhyme is. But sit and shit obviously rhymes, and then dump and gump all obviously rhymes, which is nice. Because you have to do it like this, because it's a poem, so it has to rhyme. This theming coming back, that you have something that sounds very that might sound important, or high class maybe, but you're only making like a wax sculpture of it in a way. Right, that was the rhymes. Of course you need rhymes, it's a poem. And then let's do the. Are there more words? Yeah, okay, more words. I checked Krampus. Krampus is not a word. You could go for Krampus with a K, in which case it is a half-goat, half-demon monster of Central European legend that punishes misbehaving children at Christmas time. Um, which I mean, but this is Krampus with a K, so obviously, Nathan must have been talking about a different Krampus. And then Krungus, obviously, it's nothing. But it does sound like an attempt at sounding like Latin, so it works very well into the poem. Yes, so that's all the words. Forrest Gump, what is he doing here? I don't really know. Oh, what are you? Oh, I had this thing planned. No. Oh, I think okay, hang on. I wanted to paste in an image of Forrest Gump. It didn't work. Let's forget about it. Anyways, um, uh, right. Final. I think this is the final thing, maybe. You have so much alliteration. And I love it. Alliteration is it's wonderful. Particularly in third and fourth line. The first and second, not so much. But in the third line, you have Dogus. Oh, you have Dogus, Dippus, Deltoid, Dump. Wonderful. It sounds great. And then, of course, the third and fourth line are associated with each other, so you have also the alliteration in the fourth line with Krampus and then Krungus, and the Forrest Gump breaks it again. It's just like uh it just it's a great way to end the poem because I mean nothing can come after Forrest Gump. It's just because it's Forrest Gump. It's like it's also like a reference to a popular movie of modern times. And as we all know, movies of modern times cannot be art in a serious way, as we all know. So when you make a reference to Forrest Gump, you are immediately breaking with like the image of trying to be fancy. What is Forrest Gump doing here? I really wish I could paste in a picture of him. He looked so confused in that picture. You should imagine it. And how do I end this?